Podsquad with Wendy Card and yours truly, Jay Maulucci. We're so happy to be here. Thanks for joining us. It's April 7th, 2022, and this is episode 213, but we think it's lucky. So today's
Yeah.
special guests are Mack Paul with the Tryon Civitan Club, Tammy Childers with the Executive Director, Eastern Carolina Workforce Development Board, and Kathy Morrison, who does publicity for the Bern Historical Society.
Yeah. So join us, learn with us to talk about the people, places, and great happenings in New Bern and surrounding areas. And when I say join us, I mean comment in the comment section. And we want to know how you feel, if you have any announcements that you want us to make or any comments for our guests or questions. So before we get started, what do we got, Jane?
What's our question for the day?
Okay, the question of the day is
Dun, dun.
what is the folklore legend of bottle trees? Do you
What
know
is
what a
the
bottle?
folklore legend of bottle trees? Those things where
Yes.
you see the wine bottles sticking all over them, they have them standing in people's yards and in front of their houses and stuff. It's
Yes.
not a recycling tree. Okay, good. There's a legend with it. All
There's
right.
a legend behind it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So if
if
you
you
know the
if you
legend, what should
if
they
you
do?
answer correctly, just comment in the section with the answer, and you may win a gift certificate to a local business. So
Ooh,
yeah,
nice. Super duper.
yeah,
That's very
exciting
cool.
things.
Yeah, pretty good. All right, so bottle trees. What's the legend of the bottle trees? I'm not going to make up a story right now. I'll let somebody else do
Yeah.
it.
I
I
bet
have
you wouldn't be too far off, though. You
I
know.
have to tell you, I had the best time being a tourist in New Bern. I've
Oh
lived here
yeah.
almost 11 years, and we had friends come down from Maine, and we got to do all the touristy things. We went to the Tryon Palace. I mean, it's not my first trip, but again, and it was wonderful. And we took the trolley trip, the historical trolley, around town. That was
Uh huh.
very cool. And we also did the ghost tour, from the
Ooh,
cat shop. Is that
the
it?
black cat
Yeah,
shop.
Black Cat Shop.
Cool. Was it
And
fun?
oh my gosh, it was wonderful, and she was so cool. I had Lady Midnight as our guide, and it was wicked cool. And there was a family that was touring around with us, and they had two young kids with them, like middle-aged kids, middle school age kids, I mean. And one of them had an EMF, electromagnetic field sensor program on their phone. And so in
What?
certain places, this thing would like
Like a ghost? Is that for ghosts or something? Really?
yeah,
Get out of here.
yeah, no, it was really cool. So Lady Midnight was wonderful. The trip was fun, and my guests who had come down from Maine had a really great time. So if you haven't taken the opportunity to be a tourist, and of course we went to the Pepsi store and all that, and wandered around everywhere. Um, our friends had a great time. So if you haven't done it, do it because it's fun and it's really neat to learn more about our little town and our whole area. And it was great. It was just a lot of fun. So great weather's here. Get out and do something fun.
Yeah. Oh, it was perfect weather for it, except for you were at the beach and it was chilly when you were there, huh?
A little bit, but we still had a great time. We got out to Shackelford and saw the horses,
Wow.
and that was gorgeous. And then we were on the inaugural maiden voyage for the year to Bear Island, and
Wow.
that was great too. And beautiful day. We did have to bundle up, but it was such a great trip. And we went to the aquarium too because we had one rainy day, so we went to the aquarium. And okay, my people were New Englanders, Brenda and Jerry, and they said this was the best aquarium they'd ever seen.
Wow. That's
They
cool.
really enjoyed it. They said, okay, Boston has that monstrous tank. If you've ever been there, it's
Yeah. Yeah.
phenomenal. But they said the way that this was set up and the message that it gave, it was just fantastic. They loved it, and the trails outside, just the best. We are so lucky.
We are
We
very,
really are.
yes, very fortunate. And
So what's going on your side of the world?
what's going on? And then there was silence.
Silence. Crickets. I'm hearing crickets.
Yeah,
What's Flynn been doing?
Crickets.
Is he making you crazy? Your puppy?
He was, oh my gosh. I got a phone call on my way to drop him off for day play, because he goes to day play during the Podsquad. He's not a barker, but he would be barking because I was doing this,
Right.
So shout out to Dan Spangler and the team at Dog's Dream, because as soon as it's only like a mile from my house, but as soon as he gets past Bosch, it's like the baying kind of noise. And I happened to be on the phone at the same time, and they're like, is everything okay with your dog? I'm like, yeah, he's just really excited. So
he's very happy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And, and I was walking him out at West New Bern, back when he was, he's 5 now. When I first got him, I would walk there. That was before they had just laid the streets, that was before any of the development started.
Yeah.
So, but now I still walk them in that area, and it's just, wow, the development, they just have taken off. And so if you haven't seen what's going on, it's right off of the 70 extension, 70, right after Glen Burnie exit, going towards Vanceboro.
Yeah.
And then the DMV is out here too. So yeah. And we also have comments. Veronica.
Hey.
Hi, Veronica.
Hey, Veronica.
You got to join us on the show one of these days.
She looks like she's having too much fun right now.
Thank you for tuning in. And I'm once again, I'm sorry I missed your art at the Community Artist Gallery Studios, but you're an exceptional artist. I'm sorry I missed you there. So one of these days we'll catch up.
There you go.
And speaking about art,
hey,
Lisa Bisbee Lentz. And oh my gosh, I don't have one of your paintings behind me. Sorry, buddy.
I loved what you posted on Facebook the other day. That was so cool about your uncle and the picture of the adult holding the child and just everything, and how you come to those things. That was fantastic. Thank you, Lisa, for sharing your art with us. It's really cool. I gotta check it out. I missed it. I know. Yeah. Was that the event that Lisa had? Is that the event you had, Lisa? It was a Facebook posting that she did, and it may have been a piece of artwork that she had done at an event, but it was just talking about this piece of artwork and how it came to be. So it was very cool, really interesting to hear how creatives get to where they're going.
Yes, and that's why they're creatives, and I'm not.
Yeah. Hey,
and there's Pat.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, and we're gonna see your hubby here in a minute, and Veronica, and we will meet sometime. Yes.
There you go. Cool.
Lisa, geez, I post every day.
Well,
I know. I need to get on social media. Well, I mean, we're on it right now, but just like life kind of gets in the way sometimes. But anyhow, all right. So
we're glad you're here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you all for watching. And we have our first guest.
All right.
Mac, if you're ready for us, give us a thumbs up. Woo! Okay.
Oh, good.
All right, we're bringing him in. There he is.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
How are you?
Doing great. Hope y'all are.
Woo!
We are. Absolutely. Good to see you.
Yes.
Good to see y'all.
So what's going on with the Tryon Civitan Club? You are some of the busiest people in town.
Oh, we are. We're real busy right now getting ready for our golf tournament that's coming up on April 30th.
Super.
This is going to be our first tournament, so it's been a little bit of a learning curve.
Uh-huh. Those are challenging.
People told us it would be, and those people were right.
Well, this is great. And who is this supporting?
Well, ultimately, it's going to support a lot of our local nonprofits. That's what we do at the Tryon Civitan Club. We give our time and our money to a lot of local nonprofits. Too many to list all of them, but a few of them: Habitat for Humanity, Craven County Special Olympics, Mercy Clinic,
Wow.
Lakes Community Services, Twin Rivers YMCA, Coastal Women's Shelter, and a whole lot more.
Boy.
And so the proceeds from this tournament are going to go to benefit those groups and a whole lot more.
That's great. That's great. So do you still have spots open?
Oh, yes, we do. We have spots for sponsorships and especially for golfers. We're hoping we started out with 100 spots for golfers available, and we filled about half of those spots right now. So we do have about 50 spots left for golfers. People can still register. It's $75 per golfer. That equals $300 per foursome. That's how we're going to do it, teams of 4. And people can register. I can give you all a phone number to call for Ed Preston. He's in charge of our tournament for our club, or they can email me and I can email them a registration form, and they can fill it out.
Great. Is there a form by any chance on the website? Do you have a website or
No, there isn't. We haven't quite gotten that worked out yet.
Okay.
Look like we're going to, but like I said, I can give you an email address and they can just email me. I can shoot them a form, or they can pick up a form at the Emerald.
Oh, there you go. That makes it easy.
There.
Okay, great. Yeah, this sounds like fun. So now, is this a 4-ball best ball? What are you doing for the game? For people who are non-golfers like me.
Or me, no.
And me too, as a matter of fact. I've played just enough golf to confirm that I'm the worst golfer in the history of the world. And if it was putt, that would be different. I'm pretty good at getting it through the windmill. But it is going to be a Super Bowl format. And we have a bunch of different contests that people can win prizes. We're going to award a first, second, and third place prize for the team. We're also going to have a longest drive contest, straightest drive, closest to the pin contest. Also have, as you can see on the screen there, a $5,000 hole-in-one prize.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And various raffles throughout the day. I'm going to start it at 1 p.m. with registration at 11:30. So, and this is our inaugural golf tournament, as I've mentioned. And your fee does include a lunch, includes your green fee, your cart fee, mulligan, which means you get to start over on a shot if you really mess one up. And also includes what's called a tee buster, which means that on a particularly long hole, if you want to move the ball up a little closer to start with and shorten the hole up a little bit, you get to do that.
I love that. And by the way, Pat says that Tryon Civitans are on Facebook.
Yes, we are. We do have a Facebook page, so you can just go on Facebook and search for Tryon Civitan Club, and we'll pop right up there. And we do have we don't have registration on our website, but we do have a website. You can just Google Tryon Civitan Club, and we'll show up there as well.
Okay.
And it'll show you everything we do and all the fun we have doing it.
That's great. Hey, are you still looking for members to join the Civitans?
Well, of course we are. We have over 50 members right now. We're one of the bigger clubs in the state of North Carolina. Interesting story with the Tryon Civitan Club. There are actually a couple of different Civitan clubs in New Bern. There's the New Bern Civitan Club, which is the older of the clubs. And originally they were a men's only club. They would not let women join.
Right.
And back, we're 40 years old now in the Tryon Club, and some women around town decided, well, we want our own Civitan Club. So some movers and shakers, including Ella Bingle, who was the first woman mayor of New Bern, Gertrude Caraway, some other women, got together and formed the Tryon Civitan Club. And that's how our club was formed. And of course, times change. So there are women in the New Bern Club now, and there are some men, including myself, in the Tryon Civitan Club. There are still more women than men in our club, but we do have some men now. I joined because my wife was president of the club at the time, so I joined.
Good thinking.
There are still more women than men in our club. And that's why another reason I joined. I'm not stupid, And we also have a weekend Civitan Club, which is for people with developmental disabilities. They make up the membership in that club, which is what Civitan International is all about. We support people with developmental disabilities, autism. That's our overriding project, if you will, to fund research into autism on an international basis.
Great. Super.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Well, I know that the the Civitans are so active in here. I'm part of the Coastal Women's Forum, and many of the members of the Coastal Women's Forum are part of Civitans, and it's wonderful to see all the great things that you do for our community. And I sure hope that this golf tournament is a blast for everybody. And you still have spaces available for sponsors and golfers, so they should just reach out to you. Could you give us your email address so that we can share that with everyone?
Absolutely. My email address is Mack Paul, that's MackPaul 60, that's 60 at hotmail.com. And I'll be happy to email you a registration form, or you can call Ed Preston. His number is 681-285-0830, and he'll be happy to set you up as well. And like I said, tournament is on April 30th, 1 p.m. at the Emerald Golf and Country Club here in New Bern. And if you're interested in playing, getting some of your buddies out, or if you don't have a foursome of your own, you can still register, and we can set you up with other players as part of a foursome.
That's great.
And before I go, I do want to thank Wendy and New Bern Now. She is the media sponsor for our tournament, and that's much appreciated.
Well, hey, Wendy. I'm honored. Anything to help you all do all the great things that you're doing. It's so important, and we appreciate you. So say hi to Pat. Give Pat a hug for me.
Will do.
All right. Have a great day. Thanks, Mac.
Thanks, Mac.
Thank you all.
Take care. Round of applause.
Take care.
That's great.
All right. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Golfing.
I used to have golf clubs, but I never claimed to be a golfer. I think that just wasn't not my sport.
No. What about putt-putt?
That I am dangerous at. I'm pretty good at that one.
You know what we should do? You know how we used to have the community barbecues and stuff like that?
Yeah.
We need to have another one, but also include putt-putt. Did you know bouncy house playtime bouncy house? Please, excuse if I'm screwing that name up, but it's they rent putt-putt, like a little putt-putt course.
Oh, a whole course?
Like a temporary, cool. Where you can put it around. So wouldn't that be fun?
I think we should do that.
Yeah. Maybe an inaugural Coastal Women's Forum or New Bern Now or just anyone get together, just have some fun. That's all that matters,
Yeah. That sounds good. That sounds really good.
Yeah.
All right. So have we got any guesses about that bottle tree thing?
Oh yeah, the bottle tree. The question, what is the folklore legend of the bottle tree? So those bottles, wine bottles, I've seen all different types of colored bottles. I don't know if they have to be colored, but on trees or on poles or made like piece of art. What's the legend behind that? So it goes back like hundreds, if not 1,000 years. So it's ancient legend. So
ancient. Yes, I've seen those bottle trees with blue, green, brown, clear, whatever bottles, are there. And they're kind of neat because they're so sparkly, for one thing. I know when I've paddled down our canal, there's a house that has one that's really quite large. So I hope that the legend portends something good. I don't know what the legend is, so somebody look that up.
You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out.
So we'll find out.
If you know the answer, comment in the comment section, and you may win the prize. So yeah, I was just out at Craven Cooperative Extension, where the Master Gardener's garden is. Oh my gosh! If you are watching this and you've never been, get on Highway 70, go to the Clark's Road exit to take a right if you're going towards Kinston, and it's the industrial park. Make a right, and they're right there on the left-hand side. It's the Craven Cooperative Extension building, and the Craven Master Gardeners have set up this whole, I can't describe it. You have to see it for yourself. But they have the bottle trees out there. So I'm like, yeah. So that sparked I'm like, I wonder what's behind the bottle tree. Because, if you,
Let me think about this. So you're telling me that the Master Gardeners are growing bottle trees?
They
They really are master gardeners.
they are. They're master. It's pretty. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Do we have a winner? Let's see. Are we going to reveal the answers?
Not yet.
The
Not
comments?
yet.
Okay, we won't reveal the comments, so hang tight. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. And we have Tammy Childers
All
in
right.
the waiting room. Or Tammy, are you ready for us? If you're ready, just give me a thumbs up. All right.
She's ready.
Here she
There we
is.
go. Hey, Tammy.
Thank you
Good
for
to see
joining us.
you.
Great
Awesome.
to see you.
Wow. Thank you. I'm so glad that you joined us.
I really appreciate this opportunity, and I want to thank Johanna for making that connection for us.
Yeah, she's a gem. She really is.
She is.
Yeah.
So this is great. So first of all, you're part of workforce development. Could you first explain what that is for us, please? Because some people won't know.
Okay. I'm the executive director for the Eastern Carolina Workforce Development Board, and we're actually located here in New Bern. We are a regional nonprofit, and we serve Carteret, Craven, Duplin, Greene, Jones, Lenoir, Onslow, Pamlico, and Wayne counties. We oversee the NC Works Career Center services in our region. And our board takes advantage of opportunities to write grants and definitely looking at ways to build partnerships in the community to help people look for employment, find employment, help employers find the talent that they need. And we do that through a fund, Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, where we can provide scholarships, typically we serve around 1,000 a year, providing opportunities for people to go to school and earn their credential. Young adults that may need a high school diploma, helping, partner with the community colleges, getting them enrolled in the high school diploma programs, providing work-based learning opportunities, and hopefully getting them into a career pathway of their choice to be successful. We have opportunities right now, and that's what I think Johanna had mentioned, where we had wrote a grant for 100 free scholarships through Grow with Google for IT certificates, and it's a free service for unemployed, underemployed job seekers who are registered for NC Works. And part of that registering on NC Works is the idea, after you've completed those certificate programs, that we can help match you up with employers that would be looking for those skill sets that are so needed right now. And, with the pandemic that happened, I think for all of us in this platform that I've enjoyed very much watching the last few minutes, but, everything has just gone virtual, and people are taking advantage of technology in new ways, and businesses early on in the pandemic realized that if they were going to continue to be successful, that they were going to have to pivot and start providing more services online and really having those skill sets of a workforce that can transition into career opportunities virtually as well as for companies. So we believe that platform, for example, the Grow with Google, would be an opportunity to introduce job seekers to training opportunities online, but it helps them with 180 hours of free training, and there's like a multitude of practice assessments that they can take working with Google subject matter experts themselves on those certificates. And then locally, how we connect them, I mentioned we have scholarships where we can send adults, to training at one of our 7 community colleges. There are so many other IT type programs available, for example, at Craven Community College, where you can get an associate degree or a certificate, and we could assist with that as well. And the IT portion is just one of those career pathways, in our region that we see as emerging, but there certainly are plenty other opportunities for training that we're trying to promote. Through the pandemic, healthcare workers, certainly, I think we all, locally saluted them, and definitely Carolina East was a great example. Watching them just last week when they were on the news cheering and clapping they had no COVID patients. But at the same time, I think we could all applaud all of them for their work during this pandemic of keeping us all safe. And we realize that there continues to be a shortage of healthcare workers at all levels, from medical office assisting all the way, through RNs, etc. And our programs that we offer, can provide training resources for people that want to go back to school, health sciences and healthcare programs, or advanced manufacturing, skilled trade. We've been seeing a lot of growth across our region, and you mentioned the industrial park and all the activities going on there. It takes the skilled workforce to really come in and really build things. So we have opportunities in those areas. And our training programs that we sponsor through our local community colleges are really geared toward individuals that want a certificate, degree, or diploma up to 2 years. And then it's the idea that with that, credential, there are plenty of jobs locally that you can pursue. And we want individuals to pursue career choices that will make them happy. One of Joanna, we were talking about a job seeker versus a passion seeker. And we want everybody to be pursuing, what their interests are that's going to help them have the best quality of life possible. And this platform, being able to get out there into the community and let people know of resources and services available, is what we're trying to do. So thank you.
Well, this is great. So just to reiterate, you need to be signed up with NC Works either as unemployed or underemployed, and that you want to make some changes.
Yes, we have on our website, and I see you on there, so thank you, Wendy. If you go all the way up to the top, there was a portion, and it was for individuals. And when you click on that link, and then you can click to the far right, and you'll see the Grow with Google. And there we have a very simple application that kind of is just basically your contact information, and then that connection to just register for NC Works. And part of that is, once you're going to school, we want to connect you with a local career advisor that can be that point of contact to be able to help you as you begin your job search in those fields, and certainly to offer further assistance if needed for further training. So we think that's a great, for us, we're very grateful to have that scholarship opportunity. That grant, there was for Google, they committed to providing 100,000 scholarships, and they awarded partnerships across the country. So we were selected for one of those partnerships for the 100.
That's
wow.
Fantastic.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that's great. And you're serving such a large area, because Eastern Carolina is a big swath of land and a lot of people. And
there's so many people, I think, that do not know about resources available to help them. Sometimes they, somebody will say, I wish I had the money to go to school. And the truth is, if you really put some effort into it, you'll be able to find those resources when you're really seriously ready to go to school. It's like there's that saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Well, that really does work in so many ways. Where there's a will, there's a way. And we have those scholarships, available for customers who really want to make that change and commit to lifelong learning. Which lifelong learning, I have to tell you this, another initiative that we're embarking on right now. It's still early, but it's through the governor's initiative. It's my future NC, and it was a goal. It was talking about North Carolina and the status of education and the number of individuals that actually get their credential, graduate from high school, go on to post-secondary education. And nationally, North Carolina is not where we would like to be. So we set a goal that, by 2030, that there would be 2 million North Carolinians that would have a post-secondary education. And so there was 1.6 million, at that point. So a 400,000 deficit. If you take that and you divide it among all 100 counties for our region, that was like 15,000. So we partnered with UNC's NC Impact. They sent out a grant application looking for collaboratives across the state who really wanted to take this on and promote education. And so we submitted an application in partnership with our 7 community colleges, which was Craven Community College, Carteret Community College, Coastal Community College, Lenore, James Sprunt, Pamlico, and Wayne Community College, and all of our public schools to create a collaborative, and ours is Our Future in ENC, with a goal that we will see those 15,000 additional individuals receive their credentials by 2030. So there's a real effort, I think, for all of us as a partner and as a community, but we want to live in a community that's thriving, like Craven.
Absolutely.
That provides opportunities for all citizens, that embraces diversity and equity and inclusion, and just really looks outside of the norm to find individuals and bring them into the quality of life that they deserve through education and training. So that's a new initiative that we're kicking off. And we have, I think, a little bit of that on our website, but it's about raising awareness on the quality and raising awareness of education in general and the opportunities to really pursue that career choice.
Yeah. Wow. Tammy, Rashima Walker has been like my hero for years. She's really a motivator,
Yeah.
And her team and you all, NC Works is just incredible. And what you've told us here today, like I've heard Grow with Google, and I'm like, what is that? So I Googled it. But everything I've learned through this pandemic is just by Googling and constantly learning. But the opportunities that you are providing, and I can't thank you enough. This is just incredible. I really appreciate you educating us.
Yeah.
Well,
we need to learn all the different resources so we can tell people,
and that's the whole thing is, sometimes from looking at it from my perspective, we'll end up guilty talking through acronyms or using language that you might be thinking, what is she talking about? But like tuition assistance, and really we're providing scholarships, so when you look at it that way, how it changes. But assistance, sometimes there's a mom, and what she needs more than anything, she wants to pursue her degree, but she's tapped out all of her resources and she doesn't have childcare. Well, it might be that she may get a Pell Grant through Craven Community College, for example, and she may have resources to go to school, but she needs help with childcare during that time. And if she's eligible for a program, eligibility, let me just say this, for the adult program is based on, unemployed, underemployed status. And, if you really have that need, and then there are resources, obviously, to help you achieve that. But we could help with childcare, for example, for that mom. Or for another person, it might be transportation to get to and from. And they may be taking public transportation and it doesn't run at nighttime, for example. We could help with transportation to and from school. Or that student, who's just really overloaded, and tuition assistance may include help with the tools or help with the uniform. And some of our most expensive programs are just that, like the nursing program, auto body repair, mechanics, plumbing, electrical, the skilled trades that we so desperately need. And when you look at all of those and you look at the wages, you can make as much as somebody that went to school and has a PhD or a doctorate. There's just opportunities available. And so we try to, and I encourage you to really help us get the word out, but we're trying our best to let more people know in new ways of getting training. And a lot of it's either remotely or through the community college.
So Tammy, what's the best way to get started on this? Should they go to the NC Work site? Should they call you? What's the best thing for somebody to do to get going on all of this?
Right. Well, there's a couple of ways. If they're looking at if they're on the website and they're on the Grow with Google, that would be to click on that application right there, because then from that end, our person, his name is David Jones, and he is our public information specialist, but he is our IT person, and he's serving as a career advisor for this project. So reaching out, to our website to apply for the Grow with Google, And then that other option is to visit any one of our NC Works Career Centers and meet with a career advisor. You mentioned Rashima, and I give a lot of praise to Rashima because that's one lady that's out there in the community at every career fair, every event, really, wearing the NC Works shirt and really promoting the services available. And I think, the reason why is because everybody is just that word passion again, passionate about wanting to make a difference in their community. And when you deliver services and work in the community, you want your neighbors to succeed. So either way, through the NC Works or through our website or through reaching out directly.
Awesome. Wonderful. Thank you. And thank you to Joanna for connecting us. So,
I am so glad she did. She's a gem.
Well, you're welcome back anytime. Give us some updates. And thank you so much for taking time to teach us today.
I've enjoyed it, and I couldn't stand it. I can't wait to hear about that bottle tree because I figured it out.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And in about 10 minutes, we'll be announcing it. So or
Thank
Google it.
I will.
Thank you. Yes, you can do that. Hey, I don't know how people know the information. So. Thank you.
Thanks. Round of applause.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Take care. That's super. That's great. Boy, NC Works is just a phenomenal organization to know about, especially if you're new to the area, if you've transitioned out of the military, they're going to help you. If you've just gotten out of school and you're trying to find a job or whatever, you need to improve your job. They're the people that can help you. Go online, stop by their office, get the counselors. These people, as we mentioned, are passionate about making sure that people are able to get into work that's going to really benefit them in all ways. If you've got a job that's making you happy, putting money in your pocket and feeding you and your family, life is good. Everybody's happy. And it's a great feeling when you can have a job that you really enjoy besides. So NC Works is a great organization.
Yeah, and it was great learning more from Tammy about the Eastern Carolina Workforce Development Board. That's a mouthful, but wow, boy, they do a lot. I to be honest with you, I did not know the extent of what they did until I, was checking out their website and stuff. So it's really great information.
That is super.
So
do we have anybody else that's made a guess on our bottle tree question?
Let's see here. No, but whoops. Hold on. Whoops. What happened?
Last thing you want to hear out of your surgeon.
I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. All right. Let's see. The bottle tree. What was the question? The question was, what is the folklore legend of the bottle tree? And they're those things that are the bottles that are sticking on top of like tree branches, or I've seen some art designed like a piece of
like a metal,
metal or wood with the bottles attached to it. So, and I don't know if I've ever seen them in the North. Have you, Jane?
No. We've got our own suspicions or superstitions. That was a Freudian slip.
Suspicious minds. And who I'm pretty certain would have that answer is Kathy Morrison with the Bern Historical Society. Kathy, are you ready for us? You want to give us a thumbs up, or you want me to wait? She's good. Okay.
Okay, but just don't answer the bottle question.
Yeah, don't answer not yet. There you are.
I know exactly about the bottle tree. That's what you get when you plant a bottle of Burgundy.
Oh,
it grows
of course.
Yeah,
of course. You've taken the Master Gardener class too.
You look great. Wow.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Thank you. Good.
Are you keeping your head above water with all the stuff that you're working on?
Yeah, the Historical Society is doing just a whole lot of stuff. And coming up, starting tomorrow, is the Heritage Homes Tour.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, it's tomorrow. Holy cow.
That's tomorrow,
Wow.
Saturday, April 8th and 9th. And I want to say to everybody, get your tickets today, because the day of the tour, they're $5 more. So save some money and get them today. What is
Right.
the tour? The tour is 9 unique homes that you get to go and visit and see the inside. You know, you go through the historic area and see these wonderful houses, and you wonder what's on the other side of the front door. And now you get to see
Again.
in 9 unique homes, from grand and luxurious to small and really neat and clever and different. There are, waterfront homes. There are Dr. Congleton's condo that is above Carolina Creations. That's a
Mhm.
beautiful place. You go in the back, you don't even know it's there till you walk around the back. The Adolphs have built an interesting place. They bought City Laundry and
Mhm.
renovated City Laundry, and so now it's got a restaurant, nightclub kind of a thing in it, and got a pottery at one end of it. And they took the other end and made it a living space.
That's
So
fantastic.
it's really interesting. Beautiful homes from the 1800s, and just a neat tour. Not your mama's tour, is what Mickey says. We've thrown in live music. We've thrown in working artists, few food trucks.
Ooh.
Just all kinds of fun things. It's a really fun day.
So we don't need our hats and gloves then to go on this.
No, we're not having tea, my dear.
Okay.
And
No?
no, not at all. Not at all. We're having a good time. This is your time to take a look at the history. And the folks are so generous, the ones that are the homeowners that consider themselves stewards of these historic places, are sharing them with us. And so you get a chance to go see them. Go see them. And you'll see, as I say, we have music. We have, familiar with with George's group here. Let me find
Mhm.
him. I just lost him.
Oh, the Bonafides?
The Bonafides, yeah, the Bonafides are going to be there, and so are the Silver Lining Singers.
Wow.
And and then you'll also have the I keep flipping my papers. I'm not finding the right one. There we are. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm just looking and not seeing what I'm looking at. Dulcimers, Down East Dulcimers.
Ooh,
Oh,
neat.
wow. That's
So,
awesome.
and they're gonna, the Dulcimers will be there on Friday, and the Bonafides and the Silver Lining Singers, excuse me, will be there on Saturday. And then
Super.
lots of artists. Michael Lee Rose Watson is going to do stained glass
Oh,
demonstration.
she does such beautiful stuff.
Over.
Oh my
Beautiful.
gosh.
There's a jewelry
Very-
artist going to be there. There are painters. There's going to be plein air artists sitting out, painting.
Nice.
Just a lot of interesting stuff. So not just here, stand there and look at your grandmother's sofa. No, it's look at the house, enjoy the architecture, think about who lived there in 1830, whatever, and enjoy the tour and enjoy what is New Bern. This is part of what is New Bern. So that's April 8th and 9th. Go to newbernhistorical.org. Get your tickets, or you can go to the Historical Society office at 511 Broad Street. It's the big white Atmore Oliver house. Yeah, that one right there. Or you can go to Mitchell Hardware or Harris Teeter, and you can get it there. So you can walk in a couple of places, or you can do it online. But I'd suggest get your fingers walking and do it online now to save yourself that $5.
So Kathy, you have a interactive, sorry, it's echoing. Is it coming up? It's not coming up.
I don't know.
On
The
your
Google
end.
map. You're looking at the Google map.
So there's an interactive map, and all the tours are also on, or all the homes are also on your webpage, newbernhistoric.org/homes -garden-tour. So,
But if you click, there's a link below that little map, and that will take you to the Google map. So you can, so you can hover over it and see what it is and see other things. And it's got the food trucks marked, and it's got the churches, because a number of the historic churches are doing tours for you. So
Oh, that's great.
it's just a neat day of history, an enjoyable day. Not history with your nose in a book. History and looking and learning and feeling good about it.
That's great.
That's because
Interactive.
you bring the New Bern Historical Society brings history to life, right?
Mhm.
That's what you do.
Great.
Man. Well, and we also have, now this one is another one where you've got to act quick. Nelson McDaniel is going to do a lunch and learn on the 20th, and it's nearly sold out.
Oh, I'm sure.
So go online or pick up the phone. Again, online is newbernhistorical.org, or phone is 638-8558. His presentation is called Voices in the Cause of Freedom.
Mm.
It's April 20th. It's at the Carolina Colors Pavilion. If you'd like to go, you need a reservation. Let you choose your lunch, because it includes lunch. It's lunch and learn. It's 22 for Historical Society members and 26 for non-members. But if you're interested, it is almost sold out. Nelson McDaniel is always interesting and fun, and knows everything there is to know about New Bern. And he's going to talk about folks that were, yes, interesting, important to our town, but important to the country, important on the national stage.
Wow.
He's going to talk about folks there. So
That's great.
April the 20th, get your fingers going now. And one more thing I want to mention is the scholarship. It's time for the scholarship deadline. Deadline is the 22nd, April the 22nd.
Okay.
So it's Friday, week and a half. So get that done. This is the Harriet Marks Scholarship that we have been offering since the 60s. And we've now added the John R. and Alice Land Taylor Scholarship to that. So it's 2 batches contributing money to the pot for the scholarship. The scholarship goes to a senior at New Bern High School and considers both academics and need. So both things go into the mix. You can find the application on the New Bern Historical site, which is newbernhistorical.org, or you can find it on the New Bern High School site, New Bern High site. So there's 2 places to get the application. Do it. Do take advantage. It's a good chunk. That's a technical term for a bunch of money. It's a good chunk that will
also boatload. That's another term. Yeah.
And it's available to you for 3 ensuing years. So not just this year that you'll get it. If you maintain your academic standing, you will get it for 3 more years. So it will help you through your college career.
That's fantastic.
Excellent, an excellent scholarship opportunity. So please, if you know somebody, say, guys, go make application for this.
Yes. And they have to be a high school senior.
Has to be a New Bern High School senior.
New Bern High School.
I think senior. Because it was set up back in the 60s, that was what they were doing. And so, so we maintain what they set up. So it's got to be a New Bern High School senior. Find the stuff on the Historical Society site or on the New Bern High School website.
That's great.
Make application, because that is a really, nice help for folks who are looking at going to school.
Especially if it continues through all 4 years of your college career. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah,
all the way along.
Yeah, that's super. Wow.
So go do that. The new piece of that is Jim Hodges has made that donation in memory of his grandparents. So John R. and Alice Land Taylor are his grandparents.
Oh,
and his grandfather
that's sweet.
was the one that was the president of the New Bern Historical Society. So
much history. Awesome.
Yeah. So take advantage. Go have fun at the Homes Tour. Go listen to Nelson, and both of those act now, and all 3 of them act now. Make application for that scholarship.
There you go. Awesome.
Yeah. Super.
Kathy,
and I have to
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, Kathy, that's great. And those lunch and learns always seem to sell out so quick.
They are. And we've moved to Carolina Colors to a bigger space, and it's still happening.
So that's great. So
you have to encore to the encore, right?
That's great. Well, thanks, Kathy.
Yeah,
It's
Kathy, it's
wonderful
great
for
seeing
everything
you.
you tell us.
I
Well, thank
appreciate
you
all
for
that you
having
all
me.
do. So,
Thank you.
okay, have a great day. Woo!
See you later. That's great.
Wow. Yeah.
The
They're always-
Historical Society is certainly not stodgy. You've got to know. This is a great bunch of people who are bringing really all of our New Bern history to life, and it's so cool because the different people that are involved in it, they come up with great different plans to just get everybody involved and excited. And I think that Mickey, as the executive director, has just been phenomenal. So
Oh my gosh.
I'm a little
yes.
biased.
I totally agree. I mean, it just gets better and better as ever since I moved here, 2005, totally different
Yeah.
historical society. It's really blossomed. Not saying people didn't, I mean, not bashing anyone from the behind. It's just,
Right.
the things that they have grown.
It's evolved,
So,
and it's
evolved.
fantastic.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
And yeah.
And Mickey is a true leader,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's also a veteran, and you know how we are.
Yeah. Wow, three veterans.
That's right.
Jamie,
Kathy's a veteran too, so there.
4
Yeah.
veterans. Yeah. So
Yep. Kathy's Air Force, I'm Air Force, you're Navy. There you
it's
go.
so bizarre because you were here when Dr. Oxley was on, right?
I think so. Yeah.
The dentist, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he was a Navy dental doc, right?
Yeah.
So now he's a dentist in New Bern, but he said that there was only 1% of our population is military.
Hmm.
And I'm like, and not that I like hang out with all military people, but
Right.
it just so happens that we have a lot of veterans that come on the show. And I don't sometimes like, I didn't know he was a veteran, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
so yeah, somehow we're
kind of in a veteran sort of area,
Yeah,
being
that's
as close
true.
as we are to Cherry Point and Camp Lejeune, and everybody loves to come back here. So that's a good
Yeah,
thing. That's a
or
really good
stay
thing.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay, so what about the bottle tree? Come on, I want to know what the
you're
legend
jumping
is.
out of your Okay, last time. What is the folklore legend of bottle trees?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun,
Okay,
dun.
Kathy says it's when you plant a bottle of Burgundy, one sprouts up. I don't know that that's exactly true. I think we'd have to go back to the Historical Society on that one. But I think there's another legend to it. You got any answers there?
We have 2 answers.
Ooh.
And so we're going to have to draw a name out of the hat on this one. You ready?
Okay, yeah. What's the real answer?
Okay. What does Pat say?
Original bottles were blue, hung upside down on trees as a talisman to ward off evil spirits. I'm a pretty serious bottle collector. Aha. We
Ding,
won't
ding,
touch
ding,
that.
ding. That's true.
There you go.
And also,
and Jean, I believe the bottle tree is to capture and trap evil spirits.
yes, it is. And
All
it
right.
says by hanging bottles in trees or on poles, evil spirits would find their way into the bottles, become stuck, and then when the sun came up, the sun would then destroy their spirits. So that's pretty cool. That's
Vaporize them. There you go.
Yeah. I mean,
Super.
if it was true, who knows? But that's a pretty cool story. So, or folklore.
It's great folklore. All right. So now you've got to put their names into a hat.
Yes. So thanks for participating, Pat and Jean, and everyone that's been watching. So interesting. I learn something new every day. So.
There you go. Hey, we've got a few minutes left. I just wanted to talk about some of the upcoming events.
Yeah, we got like 3 pages of upcoming events.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get at it.
We got a lot to go. Starting today through the 10th, the Craven County Spring Fling Fair is at the Craven County Fairgrounds. So get on out there and have some fun and see all the cool stuff that the Craven County's offering. And Wendy's got the crawl going now that says upcoming events. On the 7th, the Silver Lining, easy for me to say, Silver Lining Singers will be at Christ Church at 12:15 p.m. That's tomorrow, and that's at 330 Pollock Street, which is all part of the Homes Tour, right, Wendy?
Yes. Yes, it is. And yeah, the homes tours from the 8th and 9th. I can't believe it's already here.
I know.
It's amazing. And then you also have the 8th and 9th is the spring heritage plant sale at Tryon Palace, which is a big deal because, I mean, I get calls from people that the last phone call was somebody in Virginia Beach that was calling to find out when they're having the heritage plant sale. So, wow.
Yeah, you pick up great plants there. And if you want a fig tree, they have great fig trees.
Yeah.
I've purchased 2 from the sale and it's phenomenal. They're really amazing little trees. And you get figs. So how cool is that?
Yeah, I love figs. Yeah.
And then also the Neuse River Bridge Run starts at Union Point Park. And it says the 8th and 9th that I didn't think it was going to last that long, but
But I think it's at the 8th they come in at night.
that's right.
I didn't, yeah. But
and then the race is on the 9th. Yeah.
This weekend is packed.
Packed.
Because you got art walk.
Yeah.
In New Bern on Friday the 8th from 5 to 8. Stop by the Bank of the Arts located at 317 Middle Street. Get your little art walk card and check out all the participating businesses and art galleries and everyone that is participating. So
we've got the Craven County Schools Career Fair on the 9th, and you can learn more about careers available in Craven County from 10 to 12 at New Bern High School. That's at 4200 Academic Drive in case you don't have a kid in school right now. Or you can call 252-514-8300 to learn more about the Craven County Schools Career Fair. See what they've got for you. And then on the 9th, also an Easter egg hunt.
I think we missed.
Did I miss something?
We missed. Well,
I skipped a page. You're right. Heavens to Betsy.
I got lost there for a second. Okay, real quick.
Sorry about that.
Check out the 40 million year old tortoise shell fossil at our dear friend Michael E. Rose Watson's Studio M at 217 Middle Street. Really cool.
And this is part of Art Walk.
Yes, part of Art Walk.
And you can go there anytime and see it too, but it's really cool. I saw it a few days ago. It's a wild thing to see. 40 million years old.
And all the other stuff, stained glass, all kinds of stuff. Awesome.
Fantastic. The Twin Rivers Artist Association and Craven County Community College Judge Exhibition and Military Kids Color Our Community is at the Bank of the Arts. So that's going to be great. You can see that Friday from 5 to 8 during the April Art Walk. Stop by. See, maybe you'll recognize somebody.
There you go. And check out, it's a spring thing at Community Artist Gallery and Studios at 309 Middle Street. Featured artists are Jeff Sherman, Chris Prevard, Kimberly Doughty, and emerging artist is photographer Ben Lindeman. And the music will be provided by the Craven Consort, live chamber music from Renaissance to modern.
Oh, that's
very cool.
Yeah. And an art exhibit of private and homeschooled students on display for the month of April is at the Craven Arts Council and Gallery at 317 Middle Street. So that's really cool to go see that. Craven County Student Art Exhibit at North Carolina History Center is also happening, and that's at 529 South Front Street. And if you need more information on that, call Tryon Palace 252-639-3500.
Yeah, and lastly on Art Walk, check out the artists set up at Artisan Square. Stop by Studio B Creative and Andrea Owens Fiber Art Studio. They're right there behind the Bank of the Arts and Bella's Cafe. So that's a really cool space back there. And on the 8th to the 9th, the Dangerous Prodigy Circus presents Found Across Time. And that's at 7:30 at the New Bern Civic Theater. And then, the 8th. That's what you said, the 8th to the 9th. The fun run is
the fun run for the kids.
Yeah. The Super Kids Fun Run is at
4 o'clock.
Yeah.
At Union Point Park. That's the Neuse River Bridge Run, Super Kids Fun Run, 4 o'clock on Friday the 8th. And that the 8th? Yes.
Yes.
Friday, yep. And that starts at Union Point Park. And then flea market, food truck fundraisers. Baker's Rise, 11 to 2 p.m. at Colonial Capital Humane Society. So it's their flea market.
The flea market on Trent Road or Trent Boulevard. Is that Trent Boulevard or Road?
Trent Road.
Trent Road.
Yeah.
Wow, they've got tons of stuff inside that place. So.
But they're not selling fleas. Just want you to know.
No
fleas for sale. There's just lots of stuff, lots of cool stuff, and there's going to be a food truck there. So how cool is that?
Yeah, and donate if you have stuff to donate to them. So yeah, and then the Silver Linings are again going to be performing at 6 and 7 o'clock on the 8th at Christ Church.
Yep.
So.
And on the 9th, Cars and Coffee in New Bern at the New Bern Mall behind Belk. And that's from 8 to 10 a.m. And so you get to go out and see all these old cool cars and have your coffee and walk around. Do not touch the cars. And but they'll talk to you. Not the cars. The people that own them will talk to you, but leave the cars alone. Just look at them.
Don't touch.
No
touching.
Hands in pockets, as we used to say. Okay. Go ahead.
On the 9th, it's really cool. Carolina East, their hospitalist is a walk with the doc in New Bern, which is going to be at Creekside Park at 9 a.m. And, you know, I was a hospital corpsman, but I, to be honest with you, until I had an incident at the hospital, I didn't know what a hospitalist was until I was discharged by one. And wow, she was amazing. I don't know if it's the same person, the same doctor, but you're going to be, it's like an educational walk at Creekside Park. And I think they're going to be doing that monthly. So Thank you, Carolina East, for doing that. I think that's a really cool thing. So
that's very cool. On the 9th, we're also having Colonial for a Day for kids 7 to 10 years old. And that's from 10 to 12 at Tryon Palace. This goes along with the plant sale and everything else that's going on. And for tickets and more information, call the Palace at 252-639-3500 or 639-3500. And the Twin River Lions Club annual broom fundraiser, I think you had this in the New Bern Now, is happening at on the 9th as well from 10 to 4 at Mitchell Hardware. And that's one of their great little things. You know, a new broom sweeps clean. It's spring, clean up your act. So go get a new broom.
Yeah, and
that'll be at Mitchell's.
It supports people that have
vision impairment.
Yes, vision impairment. So great fundraiser. And then the Easter egg hunt at Lawson Creek Park. I can't believe Easter. Wow.
Yeah.
Egg hunts will be offered. Get all the details. Just go to New Bern Parks and Recreation, Google them, and find out all the details there. So
yeah, they've got it broken up into age groups, which is really cool. Because somehow a 10-year-old and a 3-year-old going for the same egg is not a good idea. And let's see. Where am I? Oh, then, I dropped the page again.
On the 9th, you got the Craven County Schools Fair from 10 to noon, and that's going to be at the New Bern High School. And also on the 9th, you got
Easter egg hunt and meet and greet with the Easter Bunny. And this is in Havelock at City Park, and that's at 10 a.m. And for more information, 252-444-6429. That's in Havelock, meet and greet with the Easter Bunny on Saturday at 10 a.m.
The Easter Bunny is getting around.
Hey, she's a busy bunny.
She and on the 9th, Bury the Hatchet is having a grand opening at 504 South Front Street. So support local business. Check them out at noon on the 9th.
There you go. And the Craven County Firemen's Association annual awards banquet is happening on the 12th at the Havelock Tourist and Event Center, and that's at 6 p.m. For more information, call 252-635-8890.
Yeah. And guess what, Jane? On the 14th, what do we got?
An Easter egg hunt. a Twilight Egg Hunt for children 11 to 13 at 7:45 at the Martin Marietta Park. If you haven't been up to that park yet, get there. That's really a cool park.
Oh my gosh.
And
yes.
that's at 700 Glen Burnie Road. And if you need more information, go to the Parks and Rec, New Bern Parks and Rec website, or call them at 252-639-2901. And then, shoo, we're up to next weekend.
Holy cow.
I'm tired already. The 15th to the 24th, we have Super Carnival at Lawson's Creek Park. And that's
Yay.
you can visit the Magic Midway, and you can find out more about that by showing up. Just go visit Magic Midway and you'll learn all about the Super Carnival at Lawson's Creek Park.
Jane, I got to ask you, what's your favorite carnival ride?
Oh, I think it would be the Scrambler, because I remember it really irritated my sister.
Mine is a Tilt-A-Whirl.
Oh.
I laugh the entire time I'm on it. I just laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. It's my favorite. So, yeah. So what's your favorite? If you're watching, what's your favorite carnival ride? That should have been a question. Anyway. Yeah.
There we go. There you go.
We got
Okay.
distracted.
Hey, and remember, stop by the farmer's market on Saturday, because that's a great place to go to find super food, really good coffee, and lots of other cool stuff too. Everything from flags to hats. So go there, pens,
Yes.
soaps, everything. You can do your whole shopping right there at the farmer's market. Phew, Wendy, is that a wrap?
Holy cow, that is a wrap. That's a lot of information. For all the details, if you missed anything, check out newbernnow.com, our calendar, click on the calendar, sign up for our daily news email that goes out, and it will give you a summary of all the information that was put out that day. So
there you go. And if you have announcements, send them to Wendy. If it's a story, an announcement, or an event that's coming up, you want them to get added to the calendar, just send it to Wendy. I'm having terrible problems today. And also, she'd love to hear your questions and suggestions and whatever else. Just give her a call at 252-259-6853, or send her an email at info@newbernnow.com. And I guess we'll be back live on April 4th, live on YouTube and Facebook.
The 14th. There we go. Yeah.
14th.
So listen to the audio on wherever you listen to your podcast, and on WNOS 103.9 FM every Wednesday at 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. And that's it, Jane, right?
That's it. And thanks for listening. Have a great day. We'll see you on the 14th. Take care.
Yes. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, everyone,
Thank you.
for watching. Woo! Have a great day.
Round of applause.
Bye-bye.
Yay.
See you later.
Bye.